The bridge onto Hayling Island. In a few hours' time, it'll present an interesting challenge to the fleet of windsurfers who have to manoeuvre under it on their 14-mile journey, assuming the wind gets up just a little bit. Now, Hayling Island is steeped in windsurfing history, and the Round Island race is almost as old as the sport itself. Thanks to the efforts of Hayling Island Sailing Club and the support of Starboard and Tushingham, it continues to thrive. A fellow old boy of the sport explains the attraction.
Yeah. Well, I remember coming here 20 years ago, Pete, probably with you. We used to set off from Northney in probably the most legendary race around an island, and this is one great island to sail around. So we're here, we were invited to be sponsors early last year. I met John Message, who organises it, and we've got the great host of Hayling Island Sailing Club. And hopefully we'll see plenty of competitors windsurfing around this island and having fun. Hope the wind picks up a bit.
But now that the event attracts at least as many paddleboarders, light winds are no longer a complete disaster. Now, the man looking after the paddleboard side is one of the Hayling originals, for whom the race is very much part of his heritage.
Well, it is. This race was started in 1980 originally, and I started it with Peter Williams, who was running the board sailing school at Northney there. And we sailed around the island one day, looked at each other and thought, well, I think it would be a good idea to maybe make a race out of this.
These days he swapped his sail for a paddle, but the spirit is much the same.
Stand-up paddleboarding is an evolution of many different types of water sports, and certainly there are elements of it that relate back to windsurfing. In fact, today we've got a few people who are backing up to do the stand-up rather than the windsurfing because there's not a lot of breeze today.
Now, one last question. You remember back in the 80s, Hayling was like Hawaii, it said.
Absolutely.
It still is, isn't it?
You know, we're so lucky with the weather here. You know, forecast this week has been the whole country's getting flogged with bad weather, and here we are standing in the sunshine. So, yeah, all in all, yeah, it's like Hawaii.
The event organiser, John Message of Hayling Island Sailing Club, is also linked to the event by generations.
My dad sponsored the first ever round the island windsurfing race with Peter Williams in 1980, 70, whenever. It hadn't been done for years, so we decided to restart it.
Well,
and this is our fourth one.
The ultimate attraction of the race is the spirit of fun. Pros jostle alongside enthusiastic amateurs, and you're encouraged to enter with any design of kit.
Should I go cheap again?
In fact, the light winds were an excuse to dust down some longboard racing classics. Now, it is of course a race which someone wants to win, but for the majority it's a personal challenge, perhaps just to get round, be part of the event, or maybe just beat your dad.
He's got a bad leg, so hopefully not.
You're going to win.
Well, probably. Well, I hope to teach the youngster something.
The course appears simple enough. Just keep the island on your left and you really can't go far wrong. But there are many ways people can find to get into trouble, so the safety briefing is crucial. The windsurfers and the paddleboards all start together, but the paddlers do a shorter race to the bridge and back, whilst the windsurfers, wind permitting, will go all the way around the island with options to bail out along the way. There's a big crossover between the two sports, but one of the contests today will be which of the two will be first to get to the bridge. And given the light breeze, could it be a paddler?
Well, it's a slight headwind, so probably not today because it's picked up a little bit and they'll be able to rail it upwind. Had it been almost calm like it was earlier, then there's a good chance to.
Let's see you go, boy.
Thank you very much.
But riding his new Starboard 14-foot Carbon Race Pro, Paul was to surprise even himself.
Well, when our muscles froze and stopped.
The opportunity's there for you. take your life in your hands. And you know that I'm there for you, and I'll give you that chance. But if she calls my name, should I go cheating again? If she calls my name, should I go cheating again? And was I just ignoring you, getting drunk and blue? The opportunity's there for you, so let's see what you can do. But if she calls my name, should I go cheating again? Sure you do the very same. Yeah, you'd be cheating again.
It was a funny old wind. Nothing to begin with. Nice northeasterly, nice troll up the harbour, quite cool. And then, as you got into Langston, followed us through all the way down to Langston, then onto the seafront, and nothing.
We were coming past you in the boat, and we were at full throttle to try and get back up to Hayling against the tide. So that's where you struggled.
Yeah, once we got to the point here, it was yeah, to the beach and a walk home.
Walk. You won the walking race.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's great for windsurfing, and home of windsurfing, Hayling, why not give something back to it? Once a year, great event.
Absolutely fantastic, yeah. Sunshine, plenty of people, absolutely brilliant.
Well over 100 competitors, 200 next year I reckon. We'll be back.
We'll be back.